What is going on, YouTube? Thammagotcha here, coming at you with some Great League battles, and we have the triple counter team. My goodness gracious, it is still one of the best teams in the Great League. 10-0 in 2 sets. Wow. After all this time, after everything that's come in with the meta, it is still rocking 10-0, and it is still one of the best teams there is today. Created by Walrein. This team is just amazing. I want to thank you all for clicking on the video. Again, if you haven't subscribed already, it'd be greatly appreciated if you hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's jump into these battles. Get right into it. Deoxys into Swampert. Now, for this matchup, I like to build up to the 2 Psycho Boost. We can take 1 Hydro Cannon, but unfortunately, we are going to have to shield the second. So first one coming in, that does a decent amount of damage. I'm going to shield this one, and then we're going to throw both Psycho Boosts. Or no, we're going to throw 1 Psycho Boost, and we're going to see what the opponent wants to do. If they no-shield this, I'm swapping right away into my Vigoroth. You want to swap into your Vigoroth to bait out their other counter or anything that's going to do damage to Obstagoon in the back. So Vigoroth can take a Hydro Cannon, and now we have almost 2 Body Slams locked and loaded here. So first one's going to be coming through. That does a nice amount of damage. I'm going to throw 2 more counters and then throw the Body Slam. This is definitely going to be getting the shield or taking out the Venusaur, and I'm hoping I can get to 1 more, and we actually get to another Body Slam. So this is probably going to be getting the second shield. Yes, it does. That is absolutely amazing. I should have came in with Deoxys and Psycho Boost, but I would have switch locked myself anyways, and Deoxys has a pretty... We actually survived that Frenzy Plant. Oh my gosh, Deoxys is so bulky, and now we have a Psycho Boost loaded. That takes out the Venusaur. They have a Walrein in the back. We have a final counter user. This is going to be taking care of that Walrein, no problem. We could take 1 Icicle Spear. This counter is going to be coming in hot. That does decent damage. And from here, we can just counter all the way down. Put up the second shield there for that Icicle Spear. And this game is over. The opponent top lefts. GG's. On to the next one. Alright here. Deoxys into Deoxys. I played a lot of these matchups. If you don't know already, you don't want to throw right when you get to the Thunderbolt. You want to try and sneak a counter through just like that. So just keep tapping. And then I like to throw 1 more. And then, so I tap on the screen once after their move is thrown. And then I tap on the Thunderbolt just to try to make sure they don't sneak in a counter. We sneak in another counter here. So this sneaking in those counters are absolutely clutch for the end game here, because now we can throw this Thunderbolt, and usually you'd have a Psycho Boost locked and loaded, but since we stuck in those 2 counters, we can actually farm down and then have this Psycho Boost ready to throw at the next Pokemon, and they bring in an Altaria, and we're gonna have to bring in the Vigoroth here. So Vigoroth is probably your best answer to Altaria if your Deoxys is down. Obviously, you want to have Deoxys on Altaria, but the Body Slam spam is probably the best way to go here, because you're getting stabbed with Body Slam, and you want to save your Obstagoon if they're weak to counter in the back. So we get a shield there, and can we outpace them to the next Body Slam? No, we can't, but at this point, I'm fine with letting my Vigoroth go down, but it doesn't go down. We live on 1 HP in a dream again. This Body Slam is going to be coming in, taking out that Altaria, if the lag ever lets us. See you later. Alright, here we go. Let's see what the last Pokemon is. It's a Stunfisk. There it is. And the Obstagoon is going to be taking care of this Galarian Stunfisk. First cross chop coming in. And the opponent concedes the match. GG's. First 2 matches. First two top lefts. All right, here we go. Next matchup here. This is kind of an iffy matchup. I don't necessarily want to swap into my Vigoroth right away. I'm going to call this actually, and we can survive a Shadow Ball. Nope. Wow, I actually shield that. Sorry, I played a couple Jellicents here. So we're going to throw the Thunderbolt, and then I'm going to... Oh, okay, I remember this game now. Alright, so I'm going to shield this one too, because this one would definitely get us very, very low. And then I'm going to throw the Thunderbolt after I throw one counter. So I got to count here. 1, 2, and we actually catch. I really hope this is the Shadow Ball. It should be. We have no shields left. We catch the Shadow Ball. That's all that energy gone to waste. Absolutely clutch. And we farm up as much as I can. And I'm going to throw the Body Slam, hoping this KOs. But it doesn't. They live on 1 HP. But this is probably just a Bubble Beam anyways. And then we can just counter down. So now we're 2 counters ahead. And there's a Scrafty. Okay, let's go. They must be weak to counter in the back, because you definitely do not want to be bringing in a Scrafty. Even though our attack has fallen, like, look at how much damage those counters do. And we took their last shield, so from here, I tried to catch the foul play, but unfortunately we were just not able to. And they end up acid spraying. Oh my gosh, and in comes the Walrein. This is absolutely clutch, because you know what? Now we're going to get this thing as low as possible, and they're going to have to throw the Icicle Spear. And my Deoxys is healthy enough where I can actually take one Icicle Spear and farm all the way down and have a Thunderbolt locked and loaded for that Scrafty. So here we go. This Icicle Spear is going to be doing some big damage. Ooh, gets us very low, but we're able to counter down. We have that Thunderbolt locked and loaded. This should be taking care of the Scrafty because it is pretty low. Oh my gosh, no it doesn't. One doesn't matter. One counter goes through. GG's to my opponent there. We are hopping in to the next match. Venusaur on the lead. Again, for these leads, I like to build up to the double Psycho Boost. I will shield a Frenzy Plant because a Frenzy Plant absolutely is just a monster move. And it hurts the Deoxys, so I'm going to throw the first Psycho Boost, and if this gets a shield, I'm throwing the second Psycho Boost, and then swapping out into my Vigoroth as fast as I can. Yes, they always no-shield the second one, which is so clutch. And they actually bring in a Skarmory, so this is pretty good, because the counters are doing neutral damage, and we can just spam out these Body Slams to stall out the clock, and we might actually be able to flip this. So, let's see what we can do. Look at that. Even though we're doing resisted charge move damage, these counters add up so fast. And we can take one Sky Attack, no problem. And now I'm going to farm up one more, and this should just about do the trick. And I don't think they want a shield, so let's see what happens. Yeah, we flip the switch advantage. A counter user taking down a flyer. In comes the Venusaur. We're going to be throwing the Body Slam to grab that last shield, or that Venusaur is going down with all that energy. And from here, I'm coming in with the Deoxys just because if the lag ever lets us. That is so weird. We sneak a counter through, which is nice. But I'm pretty sure they have 2 Frenzy Plants locked and loaded. Nope. But this is definitely going to be taking out my Deoxys. I'm saving my shields for Obstagoon, because I'm pretty sure they do not want... Oh, well, it's a Swampert in the back. Either way, Obstagoon beats Swampert in the 1 shield. 1-0 shield. We can tank 1 Hydro Cannon. We cannot tank 2, though. So, this second Night Slash, I should have maybe built up a little more, but, you know, that Venusaur is so low, 1 counter will do the trick. And Swampert is going to win CMP there. So Night Slash coming in. That takes out the Swampert. And we get the unnecessary boost. Love to see it. GG's to my opponent there. Hopping in to the next match. For this Umbreon lead, I swap out into my Vigoroth right away. And I don't throw the Body Slam right away because just in case they want me to throw the Body Slam and then they swap out. But they are staying in, so I think whatever they have in the back, they have a second answer to Deoxys, or else they would be swapping out right away. So I'm going to let them throw another foul play. And they actually sneak a Snarl there, so that's super unfortunate. And 2, 3, I actually chicken out. I could have farmed all the way down, but I did not want to lose this matchup. So let's see what they want to bring in. It's a Swampert, and you know what? Vigoroth is healthy enough. We can get to a Body Slam, and then we just bring in the Deoxys from here because we can tank a Hydro Cannon. They're almost at 2, but that's fine by me. I'm going to let this one go through, and I think my thought process here is, you know what, that didn't do a lot of damage. So I'm going to take a second one and maybe farm all the way down. No, I'm going to shield this one, farm all the way down, take a second one, and have a lot of loaded energy for whatever wants to come in. Yeah, that's what we do. Oh, and it's a Skarmory. Okay. Now, Obstagoon still beats Skarmory in the, even in the 1-to-1 shields, this Obstagoon beats Skarmory. Because they have to shield at least 1 Night Slash, and we get to 2 Night Slashes, or 3 Night Slashes before they get to 2 Sky Attacks, I believe. So this is the second one coming in, and we should be able to reach the third one before they reach the second one. Yeah, so I don't think this quite KOs either. No, they live on 1 HP, which is fine. But we're going to shield this up, and then we're just going to counter down that Swampert because it's pretty low. We do that. We take that game as well. GG's to my opponent. I think that was the first set. 5-0 in that set. Okay, hopping into the next set. Deoxys and a Trevenant. Absolute gosh-awful lead. We're getting out of here into Vigoroth. And again, I'm not throwing anything. And they swap into an Altaria. This is, again, probably your best answer right now. Because look at how much damage those Body Slams do. And we can spam these out pretty fast. We're definitely going to have to shield that Sky Attack. Because I want that Trevenant onto my Obstagoon. Because Obstagoon absolutely just walls that Trevenant. So I don't think I'm going to have to give up 2 shields. But we'll see. Yeah, maybe we can reach 1 more. No, I end up double shielding the Vigoroth here because that I'm pretty sure switch advantage is right where we want it to be. And look at this. We are going to counter down a flying type. Big damage. Oh my goodness, that is clutch. Yes. Oh my, did they bring in their fairy type? I wish I would have went for the Body Slam. Unfortunately, but you know what? We got some nice damage off. Now we can align the Deoxys onto the Charmer. Keep our Deoxys, or keep our Obstagoon far away from that. I loaded up a bit more energy just in case I needed to. But we're going to have to take 3 Seed Bombs, but they're going to have to take 1 Night Slash because they have a shield. So first Night Slash coming in hot. And my opponent makes a mistake there. If you're Trevenant here, don't shield the first one because you can survive 1 just in case they get the boost. So if I would have gotten that boost there, this Night Slash would have probably KO'd. And then, yeah. So if you're Trevenant, do not shield that first Night Slash against the Obstagoon and you have a shield up because that could possibly lose you the game. So they end up winning against my Obstagoon, and this is why I built up just a little more energy on Deoxys so we could get to that Psycho Boost before they reach their Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb wouldn't have KO'd anyways, but it was just all just making sure. So GG's to my opponent. An amazing lead here. Deoxys into Walrein. I got two better answers, and none of my Pokemon want to see a Deoxys themselves. So, we're going to play out this matchup. I think we have one or two counters ahead. They're running Rock Slide. So, unfortunately, the Rock Slide Deoxys outpaces significantly here. And they are just going to win this matchup. But we will see what we can do here. I'm going to let this one go through. And we'll see how much damage this Thunderbolt does. And see if we can actually farm down from here. So, oh my gosh, and my opponent lags out hard. Oh yeah, I feel so sorry because my opponent could have flipped that game so hard. Because if they would have won switch there, this game could have been completely different, I guess. But either way, we're bringing in the Obstagoon for that Trevenant. And we're going to let this first one go through. Like I said, Obstagoon can take 3 Seed Bombs. And my opponent top lefts there. Super unfortunate that my opponent lagged out. But I think I would have won that game anyways. So GG's. Hopping into the next match, we got Deoxys. We got a nice spice pick. Look at this. Shadow Shiny Scizor. You love to see it, everyone. My goodness. These Night Slashes are coming in. That does big damage. I save the energy, and then I swap into my Vigoroth. You swap into your Vigoroth again to pull out that counter user. Look at that. Oh my gosh. And you know what? If they don't throw here and we get to this Body Slam, we're going to be flipping this matchup. Yes, we are. My goodness. Look at this. Vigoroth completely flipping the matchup and getting super effective damage done to it. Absolutely clutch. You love to freaking see it. And from here, I shield this off because I want to get the Thunderbolt off. And I did not want to take much more unnecessary damage to my Obstagoon. And yes, I was really hoping to get that last shield. And I'm fine with them taking out my Deoxys here. They definitely shielded there because I think they were weak to counter or Deoxys in the back. And look at that. This is why you save shields, everyone, for Obstagoon. Because if you meet a Swampert to the back, you are going to win this. Like I said, even from a Shadow form, you're going to be able to take one Hydro Cannon. And you're going to be able to almost match up with that Swampert. They reach that second Hydro Cannon one counter away. But look at that. You survive one. And from here, we just farm down. Have a Night Slash locked and loaded for that Scizor. And that is going to be a GG's to my opponent. And we get the unnecessary boost right when we need it. You'll love to see it. My goodness gracious. Alright. Another Trevenant lead. You know how this goes. Let's go into Vigoroth. Get the heck out of here. And the opponent is actually staying in. So I'm going to eat the Seed Bomb. And then I'm just going to keep building up. This is why you build up energy. Because your opponent's going to bring something in. And Vigoroth with energy is an absolute menace. And if we can actually take out this Azumarill, flip the switch, and have my Obstagoon on that Trevenant, then we are looking super good. And Azumarill is just so tanky. This is the third Body Slam. Look at that. It's just eating Body Slams for breakfast. My goodness. We're definitely going to be shielding this up. It is the Play Rough. That would have got us really low where they could have just bubbled down. And now we reach another Body Slam. So this is either going to get a shield or taking out the Azumarill. And it takes it out. That is absolutely clutch. And I tried to go for the Body Slam, but that would have really done no damage anyways. But we forced him to throw, which is nice, because now we just bring in our Obstagoon. And from here, we tank a Seed Bomb. I'm pretty sure Trevenant wins CMP, so which is kind of yeah, okay. Trevenant wins CMP. So on this third one, I shield up this one because I want to keep my Obstagoon pretty healthy. So on this third one, I make another mistake here, and I should just be farming up more energy or trying to catch, because I knew they were probably going to throw right on key. So now I should just farm up more energy and have almost 2 cross shops locked and loaded, because those Shadow Claws are so resisted, it's ridiculous. And there's the Stunfisk in the back. Okay, this is going to be tight. Shields all down. We're getting only really the counter damage off. Like, look at this Thunderbolt. It does no damage. And, but the issue here is it takes, I think, an Earthquake and almost a Rock Slide to take us out. Oh, if this is the Rock Slide, we survive. Yes, we do. And we snuck a counter through, so we're at the Thunderbolt. My gosh, that is so clutch. My gosh, that is so clutch. Okay, and we sneak another counter through. One more counter down. Oh my gosh, we pulled that game right out of our butts. GG's. Sorry about this game. I was a little late on pressing the record button, but this is the final matchup here. It was an Empoleon on the lead, and they stayed in, and then they swapped into Swalot, another very spicy mon. Good on you, mate, for picking the spicy mon, but Swalot is just not good at all. So, a lot of lag happens there. I'm going to eat this no matter what it is. And then I'm just going to not shield this either. I'm just going to farm all the way down. And we live. Oh my gosh. And we counter down. We have a Body Slam locked and loaded. See what the opponent wants to do. They bring the Empoleon back in. This is definitely not going to KO, but it gets it very low. And we counter down. The Empoleon leaves with all that energy. And we have 2 shields versus 1 versus the Ninetales. You know how this goes. Obstagoon is going to sweep. First Night Slash coming in. And from here, I just counter all the way down, I do believe. And just double shield. So, again, good on my opponent for making that spice pick. But with the triple counter team, it is still so freaking strong. It just, yeah, if you know how to use it and you're good with it, run it when the Elo comes back, or run it just to get some practice battles in. And look at that, another 5-0 set. Great games here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give the team out a try. It's always a lot of fun to use. Please hit that like button if you like the video. Comment if you guys want to see anything else. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. And I will see everyone in the next video.